Welcome to this presentation of Catholic Central Cougar Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio. Now we send you up to the broadcast booth with the voice of the Cougars, Reagan Cleave.
It's a Saturday afternoon edition of Catholic Central Hockey live here on Cougar Puck Radio, as this afternoon from Southside Ice Arena, the Cougars look to enact revenge on their loss from a month ago. But despite the building, the center ice logo is not the blue interlaced C's familiar to Catholic Central fans, nor is the dasherboard trimmed in blue. Rather, the center ice logo is the interlocked AQ of Aquinas College and the dasherboard the trim of green. Indeed, we are across the way from the normal rink that plays host to Cougar hockey games and at the home of the Bulldogs. Hello and welcome inside the broadcast booth of Southside Ice Arena. My name is Reagan Cleaves and I am happy to have you along as we bring you the action of this afternoon's rematch between the Catholic Central Cougars and their cross-arena rivals, the Byron Center Bulldogs. It is senior night for the Bulldogs. Their presentation is going on right now. Lights are off and their spotlight is following their seniors as they make their way to the bench. Well, yesterday for the West Ottawa Panthers came into town to take on the Catholic Central Cougars, and things did not go very well for Catholic Central as they started off the first period relatively slow until at 10:21, Drew Shively was sent off 2 minutes for elbowing at the 10:21 mark of the first. Then at 10:41, just 20 seconds into that power play, Cameron Dunn let a wrist shot go from the left wing circle over the glove of Lucas Chalfoun to make it 1-0 on the power play, beating Catholic Central's 90% power play for only the third time. Assists on that goal came from Marzolf and Neitzel to make on that 1-0 game, or on that 1-0 goal. That would be it for the first period. Shots on goal, Catholic Central peppering West Ottawa's goaltender Gavin Melcher, but he made 19 saves in that first period, and Lucas Chalfoun turned aside 8 of 9. West Ottawa went 1-for-1 in that first period. Carryover penalty, however, at the end of the second, gave Catholic Central an opportunity with fresh ice. They could not capitalize, falling to 0-for-1 on the night. Then, and in the second period, things nothing got going for either team as the Cougars were outshot 11-8 by the Panthers. Moving on to the third period, with West Ottawa still winning by a score of 1-0. At about halfway through, 9:55, Liam Watt from Shane Kwiatkowski got a pass from Kwiatkowski from behind the net and put it past Melcher to make it a 1-1 hockey game. However, just about 30 seconds later, Liam Watt went off for 2 minutes for an elbow, and that gave the Panthers their third power play of the afternoon, on which they were already 1-for-2. And they did not, and Cameron Dunn made a mark on the score sheet yet again, streaking down the left wing. He moved across the line, worked at the top of the left wing circle, and snapped it past the top glove again by Lucas Chalfoun to make it a 2-1 game on the power play. Dunn got assist from Garcia and the goaltender Melcher on that second West Ottawa goal. That made it 2-1 with 11:22 to go in the third period of play. Cougars tried to get things going. They couldn't. They still peppered Melcher with shots, getting 14 in that third period, but they could not get anything past him, even though they pulled Lucas Chalfoun with about a minute to go. Final shots on goal in that one as the Catholic Central Cougars lost 2-1, 40-26. Catholic Central destroying West Ottawa on the shot clock. However, that did not translate into enough goals for them. Catholic Central went 0-for-1 on the power play, while West Ottawa went 2-for-3, scoring both of their goals on the man advantage. Gavin Melcher in that win made 39 saves, allowing only one goal to collect his third win of the campaign, improving to 3-5. Lucas Chalfoun in that loss, in which he fell to 3-5, made 24 saves, allowing 2 goals. Now we take a look around the OK roof for you here tonight. Byron Center, these Bulldogs still at the top at 8-0 in the division, 13-0 overall. They have 16 points. next, below them is the Rockford Rams. They are tied with the Granville Bulldogs at 6-3-1, having each played all of their in-conference games. They are second place. They're second and third, they're tied both for second, Then Catholic Central brings up the fourth place position, sitting at 3-5 with 6 points, while West Ottawa is right on their heels at 3-6. Those two teams, West Ottawa and Grand Rapids Catholic Central, will play tonight at Griffs West in their season finales, respectively. Reese Buffer bringing up the rear at 0-9 on the year. That is all they will play, as their game against Byron Center earlier this week was canceled. Yesterday in the Okeru, West Ottawa beat Grand Rapids Catholic Central by a score of 2-1. Rockford defeating Forest Hills Central 8-4, and Byron Center pulling out the victory in a thriller here on the other rink at Southside Ice Arena, outscoring Granville 5-4. They got that last goal in overtime to clinch their conference title. Today, only 2 games on the docket for the Okeru, Byron Center, and both of them involving Catholic Central. The game at 1:30 today. Here that we are getting you set for Byron Center and Catholic Central, and then at 7, Catholic Central and West Ottawa at Griffs West. Those are the only 2 games going on today in the Okeru. Catholic Central comes into tonight holding an overall record of 4-5 with 8 points, 5th overall in the Okeru, after losing last night to West Ottawa, who has a overall record of 4-9-1. That tie puts them over top of Catholic Central overall with 9 points to CC's 8. In the Okeru, however, 3-5. The Catholic Central Cougars stand 6 points, and that is enough to hold them in 4th in the Okeru, as they held on to 4th place with the amount of games they have played. With that loss last night, West Ottawa still having 6 points, but Cougars have one less loss than the West Ottawa Panthers. Cougars are fighting to hold on to 4th place in the Okeru. They are tied with West Ottawa in points, but as we said, 4th because of fewer losses. That is something they want to look out for tonight. The fact that a win in either of these games this afternoon will hold them at 4th in the Okeru, and they will finish no further. And then this year, as a storyline as has been all year, Catholic Central in the last 2 seasons has a fantastic 18-8-3 record inside this building. However, this year it is an even 500 at 3-3. They're hoping this afternoon against Byron Center to improve that record to 4-3. Another storyline for the Catholic Central Cougars, they have lost 5 of 7 since their 2-0 start, 4 of 5 since coming back from the COVID-19 break. They're looking to turn this around here starting today, and hopefully getting a win on this last day of play. Byron Central, on the other hand, has been a powerhouse all year in the Okeru. They are 13-0 with 26 points, 1st overall in the Okeru, and that is exactly where they stand divisionally as well. 8-0 through 8 games, 16 points, and they have clinched their conference title this year, having 4 points ahead of Rockford and Granville, who both have completed their Okeru schedule. They only have 2 games left, or Byron Center only has 1 game left. This is their season finale. They have completed their senior night festivities down below, and they, as we said earlier, have secured an Okeru championship. One of the big things we notice about this Byron Center team, the magic number of 4. They have allowed at most 4 goals, but that has only happened twice in their 13 games, and that happened against Catholic Central earlier this season, as well as Lake Orion. And also, continuing on that trend of 4, they have scored no fewer than 4 goals, and that happened 3 times against Rockford, Bay Reps, and Granville. They won all of those games, obviously, because of their undefeated record. They are also 7-0 at home this year, and are looking to improve that to an even 8-0. This is Byron Center's only their 5th year in as a team, and over the past 4 seasons, Catholic Central and Byron Center have split this series 3-3 over the last 6 games. Their last game, in which Byron Center evened up that tally, came after a Catholic Central wild comeback to tie it with about 7 minutes left in the third until Byron Center scored a late goal to win it back on February 19th. Scratches tonight for Byron Center, Bryce Paramoda and Justin Sevigny. They're both out tonight for the Bulldogs. Players to watch tonight for Catholic Central, Liam Watt. A little bit of a change in that thing. He has a 3-game point streak. He has 3 goals, 2 assists, and 5 points on the air through 9 games. For the Byron Center Bulldogs, there is nobody else to watch except their leading scorer, Logan Nicolas. He has played 13 games, 21 goals, 21 assists, and 42 points. He leads the OK-Roo division in point total this year, 2 points ahead of Carson Court, who plays for Rockford. Now we on to our keys to the game. Catholic Central, hopefully tonight, will get their most productive line of Wormuth and Gabe and Nate Silva. They have been their most productive. That is where most of the Catholic Central goals were scored, and that is where their 2 leaders resided in Wormuth, who has 9 points, and Silva, who has 11. That is where they resided until in the third period of the Granville game. Mike Slobodnik pulled Wormuth from that line and replaced him with Ryder Mulvey, which made a lot of sense at the time because Mulvey and Nate Silva had played on the same line for years before this, but given the fact that they've lost 2 straight, maybe that will be cause for Slobodnik to shift up the lines once again. Well, that about wraps it up for our pregame show this afternoon. We will step aside, but we will be right back with the national anthem, starting lineups, and start of the first period live from Southside Ice Arena. You're watching and listening to Catholic Central Cougar Hockey on Cougar Puck Radio.